One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Huskers will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Farrell. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Porter. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking to throw it, Stone. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Northwestern will send out the punt team.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force the 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work for the first time today. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The give to the left side. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
The Cornhuskers now can really generate some momentum if they turn that turnover into points. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To throw, it's Raiola. Finds his big tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got him.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Got his man quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. Looking to throw. Under fire. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Nebraska. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farrell. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air. It's Stone. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Northwestern will have to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Markway. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Pulls it in. It's Key. There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Huskers are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got it in the middle. It's Barney. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this off...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw in that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it! And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Finds his target down the middle. Open space at the 25. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Back to throw, it's Stone. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this defense forces another fumble. And Johnny on the spot. He had one last week. He's got one this week. He just has a nose for finding the football.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling. Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big 1st play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this 1st half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the 1st half ends.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. To the air, it's Stone. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Barney. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Got a man. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston.
And the Wildcats will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
That's caught. It's Johnson. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Huskers have their offense in high gear. Might be changing the route. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
To the air, it's Raiola. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks the tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. They go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Stone. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll heel off one deep down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Barney. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you keep...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Looking for blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants it.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has no points in this game. Remarkable job by the defense.
The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating. They're smothering this offense. They haven't done anything well yet. They can't run it. They can't throw it consistently.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 28 to Colorado. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Got the 1st down, looking for more. All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Caught over the middle. It's Barney. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's got an open man. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Using the quick game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Going for it on 4th down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. Here's the pressure. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up 4th down.
Touchdown, Huskers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Grove. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Backed up in their own end. Just find some breathing room. Pulls it in on the left. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Oh, they're after him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Northwestern right back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a...
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
The ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.